set it up so that I'm automatically looking at my Key Stage 2 APS and putting the students into bands. So if I scroll down to the bottom of the list of my data, these are the bands that I want to put the students into. So for example, this student here with 27, I want them to go into this band here so that they're in the 27 to 31 band. What I need to do is list the lower bounds for each of the bands. And I need them to go in ascending order, so my lowest first. So first of all, obviously the first band less than 20 starts at 0, and then it's the lower band. You can see the 21, 24 and the 35. Anything more than 35 is going to appear in here. So this is going to be my lookup table. So it's going to look up this value in here and return this value. To do that with the formula, we press equals VLookUp, and it starts to pop up with the name of the formula. And then it says which value do you want to look up. So I want to look up the value here, and then in which table. So we highlight our table in here, and we press F4, which will put it as $K. It will lock it so that all the values that I'm going to fill will always use this table. So it's important to press F4 to put the dollars in front of the values there. Then it wants to know which column do you want to give back. So it's looking in column 1 and it's returning the answer for column 2. So I'm going to put 2, and most of the time you'll be dealing with a 2-column table, so most of the time you're going to be putting comma 2. And then do we want it to be approximate match or do we want it to be exact? We're going to leave it as approximate, and then we're going to press enter, and you can see that it's returned the value 27's in the group 27 to 31. Okay, now all I need to do is clicking in this bottom corner just here. Okay, I'm going to drag my formula up. I'm going to drag my formula up when I've got this black cross all the way to the top. Okay, and you can see that the students now, if I just pick a couple of random, the student with 33 is in the 32 to 34. And if I look at 31, yeah, that's right, they all seem to be in the right place. Okay, so I've used my VLookUp table to be able to allocate groups to the students. Okay, the next bit is to create the pivot table. Now I've put the students into groups, so I'm going to highlight my table, and the first thing that I need to make sure is when I'm doing a pivot table, all the columns have got a unique name, so there's not one that's duplicate or anything like that. They're all got titles, but also they've all got different titles. That's true. So I'm going to click here to select the whole table, and I'm going to go to Insert and Pivot Table, and then click on OK. Now what I need to do now is define the column and row for my table. So I'd like my columns to be the expected grade. So I'm looking for my target grade. Okay, and I'm going to put that in my column. And then across the bottom, down in my rows, I'm going to put my Key Stage 2 APS band. And you can see how these have set them out now. I'm then just going to pick and drop the students to the values, and you can see it's already trying to tabulate these for me. And then what I might want to do is be able to filter by class, by free school meal, SEN status, gifted and talented, maybe gender, maybe I factor. Okay, so I can put those in, and if I select, for example, that I just want this class, okay, you can see I've got a reduced selection, and as with the filters before, if I just put it back to all, they'll appear as they did before.